Welcome back to Reality Scream with Mac and John. Real talk, real people, real classy. Wait, classy? There is nothing classy about those two idiots.
So you think you can fit all of those jelly beans in your mouth, Michael? Man, that's a whole lot. Oh, I'm sorry, we're recording. Welcome back to Reality Scream, episode 12.
Hold on. Hold on a minute.
All of those jelly beans.
That's not even true.
How many kinds?
That's blasphemy.
Are they Birdie Bots, every flavored beans?
No. Okay. Look.
What's your favorite bean flavor?
I like. There's only one jelly bean I actually ever enjoyed, and that was the Harry Potter ones.
That's exactly what I just said, Michael.
Did you?
I said Birdie Bots, every flavored bean.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm like 4 beers in, so give me a break here. But
Are you really 4?
don't
Whole
judge me.
beers in?
4 whole. Emphasis on the age. Yeah, 4 of them. Yep.
Anyway, episode 12. I'm not sure if I mentioned that.
Episode 48. We're
Nope.
excited to be back. No,
We are excited to be back.
we're really excited. you
I'm
know?
John. That's Michael. Mac.
I'm Mac.
Professor.
And we're glad to be here. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
To the point where, my eyes have melted
We've melted from the screen.
out of my sockets. Played so much of it. Starfield came out yesterday.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yes, no.
Haven't played it yet. I didn't do the early access because early access was $100 fucking dollars. First off, it's fucking outrageous.
Wow.
So I just bought the standard price. It'll
Wow.
be available Wednesday. So far, it's getting solid reviews, I would say.
Was it like an 8?
But it's not like there's some 7s in there, which is weird for a Bethesda game.
I wouldn't say that's solid. I'd say that's...
Yeah, but for a Bethesda game, Bethesda gets like 9s. So I was a little bit. Now this is their first official new IP. In 20-something years.
I prefer IPAs.
I hate you.
Me too.
But this is their first, crack at a new game. So they've just been remaking Skyrim and doing Fallout games. This I don't enjoy watching people play it. So I'm hoping it's one of those games where I enjoy it more playing it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really boring watching other people play it. So
I don't know if it doesn't sound entertaining to watch, then like I watched someone play Skyrim before I bought it.
Skyrim, like I try to explain to people all the time, like that was like a once in a that game was it's so incredible. I bought every version that came out, every single version. I love them all.
I literally had a conversation with Eric yesterday about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll put it to you this way: I've bought Skyrim 3 different times.
Yeah.
On the PS3, the Switch, and now on the PS5.
Yeah.
I was like, we might as well just call this podcast something Skyrim related, like the Dragonborn podcast or some shit like that, or the Rim cast, or.
It is such an insanely influential game, and it's still my well, I can't say my favorite anymore because I honestly feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is now my all-time favorite game.
I don't know what my favorite
Skyrim's.
game is, but it's definitely freaking up there.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Would you say it's at least top 5?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Skyrim's incredible. I highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't played it yet.
This is episode 12, and by golly,
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Die Hard, and we're gonna mention Skyrim on every
Skyrim.
episode.
Skyrim, it's just one of those, it's one of those generational games where it's, you can't go 5 seconds without talking about it. It's just so impactful. But
we can't go 5 seconds without talking about it when we're together.
And it's one of those games where everybody, even online, on Reddit, Twitter, they're always comparing other RPGs to it. So it's just one of those games everybody compares other games to. So
That's fair, because whenever Breath of the Wild came out, I literally said that it was like Zelda's attempt at Skyrim.
Yeah.
At the time.
Another insanely popular game.
You're telling me, bud.
Actually, a game that I would not I never played the game. I have
I
no
know.
desire to play just because of specific reasons. But I did watch.
Because you're a baby.
I did watch. I believe it was Zach Septicai. Love that dude. I watched him play.
Is that Galifianakis?
The game. I watched him do a complete run of the game, and it was insanely fun to watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect for that game. So if someone came up to me and said, "Breath of the Wild is my all-time favorite game," I can respect that for sure.
That one is top 5 or top 10.
But then the sequel,
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure which one.
the sequel to that game,
Just Tears of the Kingdom is.
I watched a gameplay of that, and I'm gonna tell you that it looked like they didn't do anything to innovate the series. It just looked like they added a really cool building system or something, and that's it. They didn't see, but for some reason, people are acting like it's game of the year. Like 2023, a lot of people who aren't gamers, 2023 has an insane amount of good games this year. Like the amount of this is a great game, a great year for gaming. Harry Potter, Armored Core 6.
Haven't played it, but
We hit Baldur's Gate 3.
Haven't played it for
Starfield
sure.
just came out a few days ago.
Don't care.
I don't know if Starfield's going to win Game of the Year. We got the new Spider-Man game coming out.
That's the one I'm most excited
I
for.
just don't think that game is going to be Game of the Year like people are talking about it, especially with Spider-Man coming out.
Look, if Spider-Man 2 beats it, I won't be hurt. I mean, I don't care enough about Game of the Year.
Well, I do ever since it became something more about gamers than it did, thanks to, these new game awards. I actually appreciate them because they put a lot of thought and effort into those shows now, and it's not about E3. Thank God E3 died.
Oh,
But
hey.
so who was it last year? Was it? I think it was. Who won last year? Was it? I think it was
Take your time.
God of War. That one last year.
I can see that.
And the year before, I can't remember. No, Elden Ring. I think it was. Which I'm not surprised because Elden Ring was huge. Shout out to Elden Ring and From Software developers. Highly recommend their game that came out recently called Armored Core 6. If you like mechs and robots and Gundams, definitely get that game. It was incredibly fun.
What systems is it out on?
All of them.
Okay. Even the
Oh.
Switch?
No, except Switch.
Oh.
Switch ain't good enough.
Is it available for the PSP?
Dude, I wish that handheld. Did you see that handheld they announced?
What about the Nintendo 64?
Shut up. No, but there might have been an Armored Core on that. I know they came out on original Xbox.
But hold on now.
PlayStation.
You were saying something about, did Sony announce a new handheld?
Yeah, they got the new handheld. Let me tell you how it sucks.
Whoa.
So it sucks because
Bad start.
it's just a remote play device. So you can
That is a
stream
bad
your
start.
So you can stream your PlayStation 5 gameplay onto it, right?
Cool.
Which, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. And it's got the DualSense controller. It looks like the controller's just split, and it's got a nice size screen right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I'll pop it up here on screen here in a
I'll
second.
pop you up.
And it looks great and everything, but you can't stream your PlayStation Plus games you get from their cloud service. Can't stream that. It can only be games that you've purchased digitally.
Okay.
And then, actually, let me retract that. I don't know if it's digitally or if it's games you own, period. But, so you can't play the old PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 games that you've purchased on the, not purchased, but that you get through the PlayStation Plus thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's strictly just streaming. There's no games going to be released for it. There's no cartridges. There's no nothing. It's basically $300. Okay, $300 by the way, $299. Same as Switch. Buy a Switch, by the way. Do not buy this. Buy a Switch. Do not buy.
Absolutely buy
this.
the Switch.
Buy the Switch. Do not buy this game. It is just for remote play. You can just use your phone for remote play.
Or tablet.
Or a tablet, and you can use your DualSense controller. You do not need this. It is overpriced crap.
Don't spend your money.
Okay? I'm so angry that they did that. And then not only that, they just announced
that's
too, they increased the price for PlayStation Plus by 30%.
For all
Dude,
plans?
a full year is like $150 now.
How much is it a month? Wait, for what? For all plans?
Hold on 1 second. Let me check. You talk to the sexy people listening.
Okay, talking now. So anyway, let me tell you a story. I'll tell you the story while you look this up. So went to return some cans, and I get in line, and immediately I'm told by this elderly woman that only one machine. I'm like, all right, whatever, I don't care. Katie and I just go shopping. We only have like a short list of just grabbing a few things, and I have like a bag and a half, but I have 2 bags of cans I got to return. And there's an old woman with a cart full of cans, full of bags of cans. And then there's one guy slowly putting cans into the machine. And finally he gets done. And the little woman looks at me and she goes, "Do you want to go ahead?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you know." "Oh, are you sure?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, yes, please, thank you." So I go ahead. And I'm like, I can't let this woman down. You know, she's being nice and letting me go. So I just start on my, on a mission. I just start, steady pace, doom, doom, can. Eventually, it, goes, can't return 2 at once or whatever, slow down, whatever. And then at one point it stops. And so I have to turn and look at the guy and I go, "Hey, it's not working anymore." And he's like, "Hold on." And so this guy who has a limp, goes and opens it. And I said that for further reasons. And he's like, "Oh, it's full and it's overflowing." He's like, "So I got to empty this." And mind you, we're in a hurry because we're like, we got to go meet your mom. And for that, family day thing I told you about. And so I'm just sitting there. And, this guy who has a limp is like dragging this like heavy thing full of cans, and he has to go and get onto a forklift or whatever, and like pick it up and take it outside, and then he has to build a new container for the cans and put it onto a new pallet or whatever, and then he's like, "Well, let me pick up these ones that are on the floor over here." Might as well. I'm like, "Yeah, but I understand, And then he's like, "Let me check to make sure that there's nothing jammed up in there, since I'm down here." I was like, "Yeah, I get it." I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I look over, and Katie has autism, like she's trying to keep him entertained. Like apparently, she had finished shopping by the time that lady told me that I could go ahead. So this is a long time since then. And yeah, she had went and taken the groceries to the car and came back and was entertaining him. And finally he's like, "Oh, it took a minute," and then finally went back, and I was like, I finished it, and because of all the interferences in it, like making me stop, and it would print it out randomly. I had like 3 different tickets when I only needed maybe 1 or 2. So the 3 of us go to the counter where we can cash it out, and the employee's with another old woman. And from what I gathered, is like this lady shopped there yesterday, and she is convinced that she left her wallet there, and she wants to check the lost and found. And she's like, and the employee shows her what's in there, like the wallet that's in there. PlayStation the only one. PlayStation the only one. She shows her. Sorry, guys. She shows her the contents. She's like, "You can come and look in the drawer if you like." And then she's like, "No, no, no." Like she was, she would not take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, and like I mentioned earlier to you, everything from my social anxiety happened, and it's just like, so I hate every moment of everything that I'm in. And um, so she's dealing with this woman, and then And like it's one of those things where like she's at this register over here, and then she goes to the other one, and I'm like, oh, I don't think that the line shifted, so I don't move. And then this old man like it's like right here, on this other side of me, where the lady had previously been standing, and I don't want to be like, hey, line's over there, buddy, because obviously they're standing over there, and I get why he's standing there. But she finished with her, and then she's like, hey, are you not standing? I was like, yeah. So, but he was like right here, and the screen, pretty much the screen that would show what she's standing is like right here. He's right there, like where like he didn't move at all.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how you.
And then we got the money, and then we went on our way. Story's over.
No, I love that story, but I think it's more of the fact that I love how you have a form of social anxiety, like most normal people do.
Thanks, asshole.
But it's crazy because you're such a bubbly, wonderful human being to be around. So you would think, if someone met you, they'd be like, "Oh, this person's so outgoing and so relaxed."
That's only if I'm comfortable with people.
I got you. No, I completely understand. But if we ever do, like, if our podcast ever gets big enough and we do public speeches, it's just going to be you. Like, I'm not doing it. So.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to say something. I'm
I'll be like,
social media.
hey,
no, I'm not going to say anything to the people.
Hey, how's it going, guys? John is going to take it from here.
We want to take pictures with both of you. No, I'm going to be over here.
On my phone. Stay away from me. Anyways, okay, so price hike. So it looks like it's just going to be for the year subscription prices.
Okay.
So it looks like it's going up $20 for essential, so it's going to be $80 instead of $60. Extra is going to be $135 instead of $100, and then $160 instead of $120 for the premium.
These PlayStation, by the way. I'm not sure if you mentioned.
Yeah,
that.
These price hikes are absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Do you do it by the year?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who else am I talking to?
Yeah. I always do it by. I thought you meant like in general. Is that what mostly people do? I mainly just do it by the year. Yes.
I think to do it by every 3 months. I think
every 3 months.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the best because you're not always going to be on your PlayStation.
No. No.
So I mean that makes complete sense.
Usually
there's some people.
Myself.
There's some people that went hardcore when they were going to change the model to include the streaming.
Take your time.
Like streaming games and stuff, and they completely changed the platform to compete with Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. People went out and bought the old PlayStation Plus cards, and there's somebody on Reddit that I saw that was covered for the next 6 years for PlayStation Plus because he bought so many of the old cards. So
that's smart though.
I mean, some people are covered, but for the most part, I think these prices are a little ridiculous, especially because PlayStation Plus is nowhere near as good as Game Pass. So, but so the Sony
best pricing is the Switch though for the online.
The what?
The best pricing for online is the Switch.
Hands down, $20. You can't
for a year.
You can't fucking beat it.
Fucking yeah, bro.
You can't beat. You get to play. For $20, and then what was it? $5 for the Pokebank or Pokemon Home. Like I was covered for a fucking year, dude.
And then I think it's 50 or 55 for a year for the additional like. You get like the Nintendo 64, GBA, the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then the Sega Genesis, I think.
But there's good games on there. Because they even have Star Wars games and stuff too? They have like Outcast and shit, Pod Racers.
But that's not on that. That's a separate. Like you buy that game separate.
Oh, okay. So those aren't part of the. Okay,
No,
so it's strictly Nintendo games because I've never looked into this. I just have it so I can play like Pokemon online.
Yeah.
So they only offer Nintendo.
Now that you mention it, yeah, maybe. No, by the way, they do have Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 on there right now.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other night. I was like, ooh, do I want to get into that? Because I do love those games.
I did mess with some mini games.
Mini games?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
The mini games in Pokemon Stadium.
Oh!
You silly Sal. One of the biggest part. The best part.
I thought you said many games.
I did say many games.
Many, not mini. That's what I thought.
Many?
Many, like MANY.
Oh, well, there are many games.
I hate you.
Me too.
Anyways, look at this.
Take
All right,
them.
look at this. Let's watch this video. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's watch this video.
Okay, so he's showing me the PlayStation Showcase.
This is the
2023.
yep. This is for now. Don't get me wrong. It looks fucking fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. It looks gorgeous. It looks great. It's a big old fat fucking tablet between DualSense, which by the way is the best controller ever made. It
Obviously, you wouldn't be able to play VR games on that. I mean, it said that
No.
in the little fine print on the
I'm
screen.
probably gonna get these
It's like
elite
joy.
these elite earbuds. I'll probably get them just because I prefer earbuds to over the ear, or over ear headsets.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, that's a nice case.
Yeah, nice case. I might actually get them. They got a new Pro Elite headset too, over ear headset.
Mm-hmm.
Which if I get that,
Nintendo.
but yeah, but like I said, let me see.
PlayStation.
Let me see what the downsides are. Because I'm pretty sure they said something about it's only gonna be. Actually, you know what? Because usually people will just say it.
Just say it.
I'm so glad I have an Xbox. Sony fell off. Nope, Sony's been the same, bud. I don't know why you're saying Sony fell off. They've always been the same. Handheld is horrendous idea. Sony handhelds have always been incredibly great.
But why?
But the thing is, their downside has always been when you compare them to Nintendo. Nintendo can't be beaten in handheld.
The only Sony handheld I've played was the original PSP.
And it was great.
I actually did I ever tell you about me having a PSP? So this was probably in the 6th or 7th grade. I went through like 2 or 3, because I didn't have an MP3 player then, and all of my siblings liked skateboarding, and so I would have a PSP in my pocket, whilst trying to skateboard down the street, down the street, and I fell on a couple of them.
Oh my god, Jesus.
But anyway, I remember this a game that I loved it at the time. It was called Infected. It was like a shooter game. It was, I guess, maybe like a zombie type game,
Yeah,
and like you used like blood as ammo, I think.
that's cool.
And it was like a metal.
Infected?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a metal, heavily influenced. Yeah, that's it. Soundtrack, and you could even unlock and play as all the members of Slipknot. And as someone that, to be honest with you guys, I fucking love Slipknot. And I've seen them live once, and it was incredible. Yeah, dude. And yeah, you should unlock all the characters and play them. And of course, I went through it, and like, of course, Slipknot was on the soundtrack, and it was awesome.
You know, probably my greatest memory of PSP was the only God of War game I've ever played. To this date, I still haven't played any of the recent God of War games.
I've started the one that came out on PS4. The first one is pretty good.
I've watched people complete
and
gameplays.
I've played the first 1 or 2, that came out on PS2.
Well,
I think I played this one.
yeah, my first and last God of War game I've ever played happened to be one that I incredibly enjoyed. A lot of my great memories was God of War: Chains of Olympus. Played this game to completion twice.
Completion.
Love it. A lot of times on PSP though, I watched a lot of fucking movies. They had a lot of movies on
Yeah,
PSP.
they did. I remember I had, I think it was like the sampler pack maybe, but it had like Lords of Dogtown. This one.
Great fucking movie.
Great movie.
I watched it
baby.
on PSP for the first. That was the first time I watched it. Was on PSP.
I remember I really wanted Green Day came out with a live album for like American Idiot.
Yeah.
It's called Bullet in a Bible, I think.
Yeah.
And it came out on the PSP, and I really fucking wanted it.
Oh.
And my brother said he was going to get it for me, but he didn't get it for me. He got me Elf, which is a great movie
Elf,
too.
Yes. That movie was very easy to come by.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think I had it. I also had Lord of War. I had Matrix, and then I also had there was another movie that I watched so many fucking times. Oh, Daredevil. I had Daredevil.
But I eventually got it on PSP too. But yeah,
So,
I would watch that religiously.
But it's This is a missed opportunity. You get from PlayStation Now, which are the streaming games you get from PlayStation Plus. Can't stream them on the headset. How can you not stream it on the handset?
This is such a step back from the PSP.
That's what I'm saying.
I never played the PSP Vita, whatever it was.
The Vita.
I never played it, but
it was great.
Yeah, it's definitely a step back from that, though.
For sure. But the thing is, the Vita,
it was pretty.
The Vita, they were pushing hard for just digital only.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But they still had game cartridges with it, and you could still get games. Now, it ultimately failed. They got murdered by Nintendo. Look, you're never going to beat Nintendo, and nobody's asking, hey, you should have specific games released for this. But I should be able to play any game on PlayStation Now, any PlayStation Plus games. I shouldn't have to fucking stream specifically from my PlayStation. I should be able to just fucking be near an internet connection, whether it's hotspot or Wi-Fi or if they want to bring in like 5G, kind of SIM card thing, fine. But I should be able to log into my account and just play whatever fucking games I have in my account.
Absolutely. I got two thoughts on your guy.
Go ahead.
So first of all, what the fuck? It's like Sony's trying to be some sort of green company now, with no waste, no game cartridges. What the fuck? Second of all, I guarantee you. I mean, this post is from May 24th of this year, 2023. They're definitely going to get a lot of pushback on this.
Oh, they have,
and for sure. I mean, it's going to be like Sonic the movie. They're going to change the design, baby. Yep. I mean, they have to. I mean, because that's ridiculous.
Yep.
I would love to support it because I would love to get my hands on a new Sony handheld, just like I mentioned before. I freaking love handheld so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a bubble
that's
bag
what I like about the Switch. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I play the Switch more docked than I do, handheld. But
Tears of the Kingdom is probably one of the first ones that I've been playing it mostly docked.
I play Pokemon docked. Let's be honest, it's the only game I fucking play. I play Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet literally docked all the time. I don't play handheld. But
I'll dock you.
It's still a great fucking system. And
it is.
Even though it's dated, I'm ready for a new Nintendo. I'd like a 4K competitor with the other ones. But they're smart. Nintendo, unlike PlayStation, Nintendo's smart. They know what they would lose in a 4K system market. They would lose. They need to stick with the handheld hybrids because that's where they win. That's where they dominate. And as long as they keep coming out with Mario shit, they're gonna remain in the top 3. So they really don't have to innovate as far as hardware.
I'm pretty sure you said this. I'm happy with I still have the original Switch that came out in March of 2017, I think. I still have the same one, and I'm still immensely happy with it. I mean, the only downfall that I've had was the stick drift, the analog drift, or whatever that I've told you about. But I mean, when I play it docked, I have a Pro controller that'll play wireless, whatever. Have some better than that. No
Great controller.
That. Yeah. Actually, you've been using the one that you gave me.
Oh, okay, great.
The Pikachu one.
Yeah.
But whenever I don't have it on, I actually use the other control.
Yeah.
The attachment that you gave me that you mistakenly got. The one for the original Switch.
That Pro
that worked out for me.
Handheld grip. Yeah, because I bought another one.
Yeah, dude.
I couldn't tell you. I played handheld Switch. What is it called? Next Pro, right? I can't remember the brand.
Pretty sure we have.
Pro.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon, guys. Highly recommend it. It's like $30-40. But that grip is so fucking good.
It's so nice. It's so much more comfortable than holding the Switch on its own.
It's for big boys with meaty hands, like the original Xbox controller.
Because I have big meaty claws.
Big meaty claws.
That are sore from a day's walk. And whenever I want to play a game on a mean Nintendo Switch, big meaty claws are so sore.
Big meaty. I love PlayStation. I will through and through. But there's something weird about fanboys. I don't like fanboys.
I mean, you could say that.
Because, and this is what
Hold on.
scares me.
Before we continue with this, but do you like Fanboys the movie?
100% it's classic.
Good. Okay. Cool.
Anytime
Continue.
it comes up free to watch on YouTube, I'll watch it. 100%.
I have it on DVD.
But classic.
But I broke the case.
Right here, this is what scares me, because usually when people have a disagreement, you know, and you can kind of judge on Twitter, you know, how majority of people feel, or the general public, by how the dislike ratio or the like ratio compared to
the views,
the quotes, okay, the quotes and the reposts. Now look at this. We got 11.9K likes, right?
Yeah.
But we have way less quotes and reposts. So
what does that mean?
PlayStation fanboys are out in fucking force, and this really pisses me the fuck off.
Are you saying they're horny over this system, this handheld?
Look at this guy right here. I think this is the closest we'll ever get to a Vita 2. Bro,
Still, hold on, you didn't finish it. It said still excited for it, though. Unless they add actual
still
cartridges,
excited for it, though.
physical copies for it.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Go on Amazon. For $15, you can get a cool little phone holder that connects to your DualSense 5. You save $300. People don't care. They throw their money out the window. It makes no fucking sense because they're so fucking hardcore about PlayStation.
I would rather spend money on one of those handhelds that people have made where you can load a bunch of different systems on there and just load
like
different
old Sega games and Nintendo games.
Yeah, exactly. Just a bunch of ROMs, you know, and shit on there.
Yeah.
I would rather spend money on that.
Yeah.
If you can give me one with the Dreamcast or PS2, whichever one where I can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I'd be happy.
Sega Genesis.
It was the Dreamcast that came out on.
Sega Genesis.
Oh, Genesis, your ass.
No, I want the one that's Sega Genesis. Like, I just want.
Oh,
And,
well,
you know, those
it's on the Switch.
And those come with and those will come with like multiple like controller hookups, and you can bring it into a fucking party, $20-$30. You know, you're entertaining your whole group of friends.
That's warm.
$300. I'm gonna get a PlayStation tablet with a DualSense hardwired to it. Like, am I supposed to get excited for that? Guys, what are we doing? We can't even play the game. We spend $160 a year for PlayStation, the premium PlayStation Plus, and we can't even stream the games on the handheld.
I just got one thing to say about this. Right? I got
enlighten us, bro.
I got one thing to say about this, Matt. Forget about it. Forget about
it, guys. Don't spend money on it. But it's gonna be sold out.
I mean, sold out. Yeah, don't even waste your time with it.
Holiday season, it's gonna be sold out. I'm gonna get those earbuds that keep popping up. I'm gonna get those motherfuckers.
Sure, those are kind of sweet as long as you don't overprice them. But this handheld shit, watch it. Forget about it. Okay?
Actually, that's a good idea. Is there a way I can look up the pricing is on these?
Forget about it.
Because I know the hands is $300. Let me check it out.
That was terrible timing, sorry.
Let me see if I can go to PlayStation directly.
Forget about it, though.
Forget about it.
Why don't you type in like PlayStation headphones? You just did handheld, you silly Billy.
I don't know.
Why are you in all caps? Why are you yelling to your computer? Why are you being so mean to it? It's being nice to use. Eat. What are you doing?
I can't spell. Here we go. Is it going to tell me the pricing?
Probably not, though. Sign in. This is a problem here. I mean, I don't even know.
Well, let me pre-order.
Probably not. I know your password.
No, you don't. Addy.
It's a booty hole for 346.
Oh my god, it's gonna do the fucking.
Why are you doing this? Don't even worry about it.
Well, because someone tried to hack my account like a couple of years ago, so I gotta do it now.
No, I mean what? I mean, why are you doing this?
Two-factor.
Right? I just mean, why are you doing this right now?
Two-factor.
Do this later.
No, I do now.
No, you don't do this now. You do this.
I want to see.
You do this later.
Coming soon. No pricing.
Sorry,
Fuck
everybody.
you. I don't know what these earbuds are gonna be.
Yeah.
But if they're around $100, I'll probably pick them.
I guarantee you, they're probably gonna be like 200.
Probably 250.
250.
Probably.
200, maybe.
I've been thinking about getting the PlayStation Edge controller.
What is that?
It's their Elite controller. Came out about a year ago.
The Elite controller.
Yeah, it's their like top of the line controller. You can like take pieces off, add certain pieces, add like triggers under the. I've been thinking about getting it, but I don't know. I have my Harry Potter controller. I'm happy with that. I don't need
There you
anything
go.
fancy.
Why spend money that you don't need to spend, don't you?
Well, I spent $300 on the Harry Potter controller. So, but listen,
Exactly. So don't spend money on another controller. Who are you trying to impress?
nobody. I like the feel.
You
of it.
impress me.
Okay. Hey, that's all that matters. But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. Let's check out that. While we talk about
Is there any news
the
in the Marvel world?
greatness. Marvel news. What?
Is there any is there what's coming up next?
Well, they
What's
pushed back Echo.
There's,
I'm gonna tell you this right
hold
now.
on. I don't give a toots about the Echo. When's Loki season 2? Isn't that coming out next
October,
season?
isn't
so
it?
there's next
Yeah, I'm
season.
pretty sure
I
it's
think
October.
next month. I mean.
But here's the thing: we're getting X-Men '97.
Cool.
But a bunch of stuff got pushed back.
Oh.
Now Echo's still coming out. I'm very pissed about that. That needs to be canceled. I'm mad that Agatha got delayed because I was actually really excited about Agatha.
Oh, yeah.
Harkness. It's a great character. We're getting another. I'm really excited to find out though about season 2 for What If.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite things that's come out.
Yeah, the first initial series of shows that come out for Marvel were really good. It was a strong start, which gave me and then we had
agree.
and then we had Shang-Chi that came out at that time too. So I was very excited about that phase
Yeah.
at the time. And then they started going downhill. But I was really excited at the time because there was a lot of good stuff they were pushing out. It was coming out rapidly. We had Loki, we had WandaVision, we had fucking Hawkeye and Captain America: Winter Soldier. Man, these fucking things were great. And then What If was the cherry on top. It was fantastic. And then we got Shang-Chi, which still to this day has the best villain ever. And then it started going downhill. But Echo, I'm still trying to figure out why. Why are we bothering with Echo? Nobody cares. Just bring out Daredevil. Can we get Daredevil already? What the fuck are we doing? I know they're filming it right now, but that should have been priority, not fucking Echo. Who gives a shit about Echo?
Yeah, if we had a choice between Daredevil or Echo, I absolutely say Daredevil.
Nobody's going.
No comparison. No comparison.
I can't wait for that new Echo show. Nobody's ever said that. You know what people say? I can't wait for that Agatha Harkness show. That's what people have been saying. Where the fuck has that been? Where's X-Men '97? Where the fuck is that?
Up the ass and to the left there, guy.
Here's a little science for you. If you want, put a little salt on the coaster. Keeps it from attaching to the bottle. Little science for you.
You see,
I learned that from Bill Nye.
I've heard that. Actually, someone told me that. Probably told me and Eric. At a restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we started doing it. And
bartender?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean, we're at your place, so I mean, there's not salt readily at your living room table.
Yeah.
And plus, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I just these pushbacks are gonna suck,
but a lime would have been nice. That would have been delicious.
I ordered a lime. I ordered Kroger and I had delivered, but that's right. I don't like to go to stores with the.
Gee, thanks. I went to the store before
have it delivered, but I asked for a lime, but I guess they didn't have. I guess they didn't have it. What are you looking for?
The keys.
Keys?
I'm not worried about it. I'll find it later.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? We're in the middle of a professional
recording
session right now. Okay?
It's an intrusive thought that I had,
right.
where I might wear something
this
that I should have.
This episode's supposed to be our Abbey Road, bro.
Or Abbey Road.
That's right.
Episode 12.
It's a big number.
Episode 12 of this podcast. You're comparing to Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Right. Preteen, bro.
We're
We're preteen age right now, bro. Episode 12.
We're about to go through puberty.
That's right. We're 3 episodes into double digits. This is it.
3. Yeah.
So
And this would be 3 episodes. Double digits. How proud of you.
take this serious, John.
I'm taking this very serious. You should have taken it. You should have been more professional and not said anything. I was doing okay. You were talking. I was like, yeah, I was keeping the conversation alive, and then you had to move the attention to me. So, anywho, yeah, I don't really care about that as much. I would much rather have Daredevil by far.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
Yeah, bring Punisher back.
That would have been sweet too. Have you watched One Piece before?
No, but literally everybody, including their mother, is telling me to watch it because apparently it's it's for the fans. They made that show spot on. Even the original creator of the series said it was 1-for-1 shot of their beloved series. They're telling everybody. I'm gonna have it on Plex.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. You don't have Netflix
soon.
anymore? Or don't
No,
have
because
access
of
to
the password thing, you know.
it? The account sharing.
Yeah, it's fucking being fucking gay, bro.
I get it, but I also
I can
pay
say
for
that
it.
because I'm half gay, but it's just it's
Well,
crazy. It's being weird. They won't let me do it, but
That's fair. But anyway, I actually started One Piece. Just Nick told me about it. Nick from the Bebop. Shout out. As always.
shout out, check out the show.
Kiss. The shout outs are followed by kiss. Because that's the sign off. Anywho, but yeah, I actually started watching One Piece, and it also became a thing that I jumped in on the background, but I didn't get far into it like at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll probably end up checking out this new show, but I just wanted to see if you've at least seen the anime or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it once we get done here. I think it's I'm very excited about it. People are telling me it's this is a great way for new people to get invested in the show because
Ooh.
it's literally spot on to the series. So I'm excited.
Then I will definitely check it out then, because if it sparks a new love for it, because you know this, but I don't know if the listeners know. I love anime.
Oh yeah. I'm very picky about it, but I love anime too.
Yeah, I mean, there's not to say like I'm not like, oh, I love all the underground shit. No,
Yeah.
but like I love Demon Slayer, One Punch Man, My Hero Academia, Naruto Shippuden,
Naruto Shippuden. Yes.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Oh,
Fooly Cooly.
Shin-chan, Bubble. Like you talk about old school, bro. You talk about that's our generation.
Jujutsu Kaisen is really good.
Dude,
Have you started watching
I
that?
finally finished the first season,
Have we talked about
and
this?
I'm about to start the second season. I got Crunchyroll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I went ahead and bought the full year thing. I'm ready for it.
There's a
ready for the
movie
second season.
of it too.
Came out in theaters. We had it. Yeah,
have
we
you
had
seen
it for
it?
a couple weeks. No,
It's on Crunchyroll.
Is it good?
I haven't watched it yet. That's the one thing
No?
I haven't seen. No, I don't know why we haven't watched it. It's on our to-do list. But yeah, a lot of good shit's going on in anime, or to come in anime.
For the big ones.
For like the big ones that
shows
I
and
mentioned,
stuff?
all like
Yeah.
like I said, My Hero Academia. There's a lot of shit going on, and it are going to continue going on.
A lot of my staff are talking about a lot because I got a lot of people.
Oh my
It's
God.
great. It's great to see how mainstream anime is now. It used to be it was rare to find people that watched anime.
to
back in the
compare
day, or
it-
at least admit they watched it back in the day.
Right now, for My Hero Academia, to compare it to Naruto, at least in my eyes, to Shippuden, right now what's going on or building up to is like the fourth Ninja War in Shippuden.
Really?
It's that big. What just happened and what's continuing to happen, like the build up, kind of what's going on is like a big.
But you're not comparing it to Shippuden.
As far as My Hero, like in that world, in this anime, that's what I'm comparing it. It's like
Okay.
their huge event. It's hero versus villains. It's all out.
It's gonna be
Like
dope. Quit that show, man. After 4 seasons, I was so tired, man. I was just like, fuck, man.
this
The
this
inner
new-
rivalries between two of the main characters, and it was just like it got exhausting.
it's I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but it's that fizzes out
Okay.
because there is love between the two.
Okay.
between.
They
'cause
develop a friendship.
Because we're talking about Bakugo and Dedru.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it fizzes out. I mean, it's almost. I'm pretty sure they have like almost like a therapy like fight session, maybe kind of thing.
Like
I
Naruto
can't remember exactly.
and Sasuke.
Sure, yes and no.
Naruto and Sasuke was very fucking toxic.
Yeah, but Bakugo isn't trying to fucking kill Dedru. It was out of jealousy, kind of, and also like, you fucking nerd.
It still didn't make sense to me, man. But I get it. It's huge. It's beloved. I respect what it is. Maybe I'll get back into it.
But it fizzes out. But I'm telling you, there are some moments where they're so good. Dedru has some badass moments.
Does All Might still show up periodically?
He's like a mentor figure.
I mean, does he still show up in his true form periodically? No. Okay.
I can't. Sure.
He's my favorite character. I mean,
he's one of my favorite characters too.
He's one of those characters where it's everybody's favorite character. But
by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I'm going to say this so it's documented on the podcast. One of my spirit animals in anime form is I can't remember his name, but his in My Hero Academia the character's name, but his hero name is like Naval Laser. He's like, what?
Oh yeah, I remember him. He's so fucking ridiculous.
But
he gets a tummy ache.
But he shoots a beam of light out of his tummy, and he kind of like goes, oh, and then his tummy hurts, and he goes, oh. But every shot, if you look, he's always looking at the camera, and it's so silly. But he is my favorite character, even though
he's funny. There's a lot of wonderful background characters in that show that I really liked, and I liked the movie that we went to go see. It wasn't the recent movie. I think it was the one before that.
Yeah, like it was like Heroes Rising or something.
And it was an incredible film.
Where it was like they were on an island.
Yeah,
and
it was like some summer camp thing, and we got a lot of building, like character building for a lot of the background characters, which is why I really enjoyed that film.
And this still continues to build up. I highly recommend watching the show.
There's one dude that I had a lot of love for. He makes armor, or his body can become like impenetrable. He's like friends with Bakugo.
Boner Man.
Like his body can turn to like rock fucking solid. Really cool character. I liked
Red. I want to say Red Rocket, but it's not Red Rocket. It's like
Boner Man. Jesus Christ.
It's
that Boner Man.
Red. I'm sorry, guys. I do not remember the character's name.
I can't remember his name either. It's been a few years since I've watched that show.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
It's okay. All right. Well, anyways, check out these shows, guys. Highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. If you've never watched anime before, I'm gonna give you some recommendations right now.
Break it down, homie.
We're gonna start you off easy. Okay.
We're
gonna give you the original Naruto series. Okay. We're gonna start you off there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What you're gonna want to do then is stay away from Bleach. Period. Never watch Bleach. Okay.
Yeah.
Except for the Aizen arc. You can watch that, but then after that, completely ignore it and act like it doesn't exist. Then I want you to watch. I want you to watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in that order. Okay. Leave Super out of this. Don't even acknowledge Super exists. Okay. Don't even acknowledge it.
What about GT?
GT's got some great stuff. Okay, watch GT. Sure. Right after start with Dragon Ball because it's a fantastic series.
You know, I say watch what you want to watch as far as GT and Super. Just form your own opinion.
Okay, how about this? Go into your head. All right. You have to decide.
Has to go to
what's
violence.
Listen. You have to decide.
I'm just saying, form your own opinion,
motherfucker. Listen. You have to decide. Okay. If you want to get someone that you love, someone you really like, respect, really into anime. Okay. What is the one show you recommend?
Ooh.
Gun to your head. to get them hooked.
I don't
This
like
is
how
the
you're
show
saying
that's
gun
gonna
in
get.
my head, though.
Okay, gun to a child's head.
That's worse.
What?
I'm the parent, you ass.
Random child, okay? It's
That's
random
still, I empathize, you fucking,
gun.
you fucking, I'm thinking.
Gun to Putin's head.
You're not, okay. In that case, I'm gonna take my time. Take my sweet ass.
You guys got a year?
How much time do we have left in this recording? We have plenty of time, probably. Let's see how it. Actually, we don't have that much time. But anime.
And you know they'll get hooked from it. From anime, period.
Jess, you got to think of like a storyline.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that this is my favorite one or anything like that. I'm just thinking of one that was recommended to me. I would say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a good one
Okay.
because that was one that I really got into.
Respect.
And there's one that's one where I felt emotion that made me felt. But I would also say, but you'd have to go through the long haul. Naruto and Shippuden. But you can skip the filler episodes.
Yep.
And there are guides online.
There are guides
Talking about
online.
them.
Yep.
And that's the way that I did it. And that's one again where I fell in love with characters.
Yep.
And there are characters that I not that I've went back and watched the show, but I still would consider them my favorite characters and my characters to this day. So absolutely that.
Okay, no, that's a good one, Naruto, because I feel like Naruto's a good series, but then Shippuden's the cherry on top. When you
absolutely.
You're talking about some of the best fights, the best, not meaning to spoil, the best character deaths I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Some of the most emotional character arcs, character growth, villains.
There were deaths that hit me
Hard, dude. Spoiler.
Jiraiya Sensei.
Jiraiya still hits me. Neji still hits me.
Asuma Sensei.
Asuma. Oh my god, Asuma.
But then again, when Shikamaru
Shikamaru showed up, bro.
He's like, I am your god. And he flipped. Dude can't die, but guess what? You're not getting off this fucking grave, bro.
Shikamaru woke up. He's like, all right, I guess I'll try.
What a drag. And then just fucking...
The dude's such a fucking genius. And he's like, all right, I guess I'll break a sweat today.
Shikamaru, my guy.
He's one of those characters where everybody just respects the shit.
He was such a badass.
He's so good.
Yeah, but
so good.
Neji, that was one that actually, thanks to the freaking internet, I actually happened to see, because I was late to the party watching Shippuden.
Yeah.
Like, I probably got into Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden. I'm going to guess 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
Is when I finally got
yeah,
down.
a little late, yeah.
Yeah. And it was Nick, shout out again. That is the one that convinced me to finally watch it. And I think I probably would tell you about when I was watching that, actually. Just, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it
you
was
and I
during-
talked about it.
It was during the time that you lived with us. But Neji was one that was spoiled by the internet. And I found that out while I was watching it.
Yeah.
And so when it happened, I was like, okay, whatever. But still,
It's heartbreaking.
yeah.
Broke my heart, man. I like Neji a lot. There was so much character growth with Neji from when he was a kid. He was a piece of shit as a kid.
Oh, he was such a...
But he was a badass.
He was such an asshole to Hinata.
Yeah. His sister, but he turned into a bit of a softie. When Shippuden, everybody grew up and they changed. There was a lot of growth. That's why everybody loves Shippuden. Yeah. Not only were there so much character growth, great character development, but there was some of the best fights. Like my favorite fight to this day is Sakura versus this big fucking fight, and that fight was fucking amazing.
I think that was the first big fight in Shippuden.
Yeah.
Because Gaara just got the shit kicked. Gaara died.
Gaara died
almost immediately.
I think he put up a good fight, but he did die. He went up against like several Akatsuki.
Oh yeah. I can't remember exactly because again I've only watched it one time, but I think there's at least 2 or 3 Akatsuki there.
Yeah.
That took him on.
So he was just like, fuck y'all, but then
and he was just a Kage, like just.
And I didn't like it because Dadara died. Fuck these characters. Daddaria. Whatever the fuck, the clay guy. He ended up getting the best of him, and I didn't like that because he was kind of a fucking He was
The guy with the yellow hair, if I remember correctly,
he
that
had the
would form
clay
like
figures.
yeah.
I thought he was just such a weak character.
That was
I didn't
one
like him.
where I wanted him to fucking die
So bad.
the entire time.
So bad. When he did, I was just like, thank you, Jesus. But
I would say he's probably the Joffrey of Shippuden.
oh yeah, for sure. And well, here's the thing: I love Joffrey, so
I know.
I love to hate him.
I mean, he's so easy to hate.
Yeah,
But
I just didn't like him. I didn't think he would.
I don't want to say that you love Joffrey
deserve-
though.
He didn't. Dara did not. What the fuck? Didn't deserve that kill that he got. He didn't deserve it. He wasn't a powerful enough ninja. That's why I didn't like that. But it happened. Whatever. Fucking fuck. What's his?
Who?
You just
Describe
said his
it.
name.
Who?
You just said his name for fucking Game of Thrones.
Joffrey?
Thank you. He was a piece of shit.
He absolutely
But
was.
I love to hate him. That was my thing. I love to hate him. He was such a good character. Such a good fucking character in that show. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's because we all hate
he was
him.
so good.
He was
the actor
like,
was so good.
you don't want a kid to die, and I'm not saying that we.
Except him.
I'm not saying that we, embrace that or whatever on this podcast. Not by any means. But when you're Joffrey, if you've seen the show, watch Game of Thrones. You'll understand where we're coming from.
You'll understand. He's
Highly recommend that show.
highly recommend. First 6 seasons.
That was a show that one of my best friends, Brandon, told me. He said, look, and it was right before he moved up here to Michigan. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the podcast. But he said, look, he's like, check out one episode. He's like, watch it with me. He's like, if you liked it, he's like, you can borrow the first season. He's like, I have it, you can borrow it. He's like, if you don't like it, he's like, I'll never mention it again. He's like, but I think you'll love it. And then sure enough, I watched it with him. I was like, this is
Got
crazy.
hooked, right?
I was
Were
like-
you watching first season?
Yeah, it was the very first episode.
Oof. Fuck. Oh, man.
Yeah, so it was
That
Bran,
first, like,
Bran
3.
falls out the window,
Yeah.
falls off the tower or whatever.
Yeah.
After watching the
They were like,
brother and
wait,
sister fucking, yeah.
wait, they were fucking? Yeah.
Wait, they're related?
Wait, what?
That's the queen and her brother?
Wait, you pushed him out the fucking window?
Yeah, he fell.
Yeah. Wait, Bran's the... Never mind, I'm not going to spoil stuff.
I mean, it's been
Wait,
years.
that
If you
cripples
haven't
the
seen
king? What the fuck?
it- yes and no. I mean,
Wait,
they're
John's not
underrated.
the king? I'm still pissed about that. Anyways,
King of the North.
well, everybody and their fucking mother knows that John should have been the king. He would have been the most fair and most comparable king ever. Okay, he would have been the most wonderful. Okay, and also, even though he's cousins, never mind. I'm not gonna get into this. I don't want to get into this.
You know what?
Fucking thing. It would have been another 20 fucking minutes. Anyways, Daenerys.
You know what would have been a beautiful moment is if all of a sudden you hear bum 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 bum, oh, but imagine, and it's the Red Wedding episode, and then Brendan Urie comes in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
And then I shoot him in the face because I'm tired of this song and Panic at the Disco is terrible.
Oh, that's the end of this podcast. We're done. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Well, I love
Um,
Brandon Urie though. Don't get me wrong. Hold on, I want to real quick before
you know,
as you're
hold on,
looking.
before I do actually have Brendan Urie tattooed on me, in case you don't know. I love Brendan Urie and Panic at the
Insanely
Disco.
talented.
Like,
Yep,
insanely talented. But did you know that Panic at the Disco is no longer more? But they're done.
Oh, good.
Okay, fuck you. But do you know why?
Because Brandon Urie is the only talented person in the group.
Okay, obviously the people that tour with him are extremely talented because they play the music.
Eh.
Yes. But anyway, he called it quits because his wife is pregnant or was pregnant. And they're having a
Oh.
baby. So he's like, I'm gonna focus on being a dad.
Congrats to him.
Yeah. So I was like, I respect him. So they became extremely successful, and I mean, I saw them.
Well, it's
live a
probably
few
easy
times.
when you're stupid rich, but yeah, sure.
But yeah, but it's like I'm just saying that I mean, I would do that too. Absolutely. I mean, if I
Fuck
could
yeah.
afford it, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna be a fucking dad. Hell yeah.
Anywho, what are you gonna show me?
Anyways, so guys, real quick, I think we're winding down here. I think it's gonna be it. But before we go, any already established anime fans, please check out on Crunchyroll. I think the first season already ended. Mashley, Magic and Muscles. It's insanely funny and very badass. It's just like One Punch, but it's like Harry Potter and One Punch Man made each other. So this guy doesn't have any magic in a world where everybody has magic and people that don't have magic are killed. So
You're
what
not
he does,
kidding.
he just uses his muscles to appear that he has magic because he's so insanely powerful. Like this scene here.
He's just kicking in the air.
So I just want everybody to check it out. It's called Mashley, Mashle. Magic and Muscles is on Crunchyroll. The first season, insanely good. If you like One Punch Man, Harry Potter, I recommend it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Episode
Thank you,
12.
guys.
This has
Episode
been
12. You got it
fun.
right. Look at that.
We're working
It's been
behind
fun.
the scenes. We promise. We're being vigilant. Hopefully soon we'll be streaming on Twitch. That's where our episodes will be. We'll upload them on YouTube once we start doing the live feed stuff. But
We're being vigilantes.
appreciate you guys tuning in. Please go check out the Bebop, our friend Nick's podcast. He was on here episode 6 or 7, I believe, one of those episodes.
Oh, look at you reaching
Good
back.
good
You
friend
can't
of
remember
ours.
today's episode, but you remember that episode. Well, I remember it too. It is one of the better episodes.